Yo, my guy.
Hey, yo, what's up, my man?
Long time no see, bro. Long
I
time
know
no
it's been a
see.
minute. You
Hey,
back in the
sorry,
house?
YouTube family out there. I know we haven't posted content. Been busy with work. Had a lot of stuff going on. No excuses though. We're here today though. I'm gonna let my boy Corey hop into this intro.
No, man, that's a good intro. Glad to be back. You know, conference championship weekend just happened, so we got a lot to unpack, a lot. So my name is Corey Hilliard. Man next to me, Brandon Hill, aka B Hill. We at a house divided. If you've been here before, you know what's up. If this is your first time, Mikasa Sukasa, B Hill, get him.
You guys already know what time it is here at the House Divided, guys. If you're not already, please do us that favor. Join our House Divided family. Hit that subscribe button. Tap that notification bell so you guys can be up to date on all our latest and greatest content that we're going to have for you guys. Also, too, if you like what you're seeing, you like what you're hearing, everything, there's that thumbs up button down there. That's going to help us with the algorithm, get us out there on that platform where more people are going to be able to view our content. And last but not least, guys, this is probably the most important thing. We want to hear from y'all. Good, bad, right, wrong, indifferent. You know we don't care here at the House Divided. Hop down there in those comments. We want to hear from y'all. So, as you alluded to, Corey, hopping into this thing, man, the 49ers and the Eagles NFC Championship game.
Oh, man.
I believe you had the Eagles in this one.
I didn't. I foresaw Brock Purdy. Even with him playing, I thought they were going to win. But, man, let me ask you this. What do you think that Purdy, him going out, how did you watch it live? How did that feel to you?
I was not watching it live. I was at work whenever it actually started. I got in probably about the late second quarter going into halftime. But I seen that he did get hurt. And as soon, because I was talking to my dad, and he told me, he's like, well, Purdy's down. And I was just like, oh, that's tough. Because then they had to bring in Josh Johnson. Yeah, I mean, who's he?
He's been on 13 NFL teams, bro. 13 NFL teams.
You still, for a reason. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure he's been the second or third string. If he makes the second team, he's like, oh my gosh. So, you had that guy come. He gets hurt. You know what I'm saying? So, it's just the whole.
It was a wrap after that, bro. The air got sucked out of the building. I was sitting there on my couch watching. I'm like, what the hell is this? Because if Purdy would have played, bro, it would have been such a good game.
I agree. I mean, losing your quarterback, that was a blow. I don't care how good your defense is. Whenever you're doing 3 and outs, and you're giving the team the ball, it doesn't usually work out for you. I mean, and I agree with that point because when you look at the stats, Jalen Hurts didn't just ball out in this game. You know what I'm saying? He did enough to manage the football game, and to be honest, he really didn't have to do a whole lot. That defense, Corey, for Philadelphia, one thing, just because Brock Purdy got hurt, don't mean that we can't sit here and say that defense didn't play a hell of a game because they certainly did. So
they hurt him. They did their job. They eliminated the threat. They cut the head off the snake, bro. Hassan Reddick, he was an absolute monster. Strip sack fumble on the play that Purdy got hurt, so that was huge. Hey, bro, if I was a coach of a team, every damn week I would hope that my pass rush can hit the quarterback, rough him up. At worst case scenario, knock him out the game. Now, you don't want to see somebody get seriously injured, but that's the defense's job is to go out there and administer punishment, right?
Right,
you want to go out there and let the other team feel you, and that's exactly what they did. And then after that, it was just a feast fest, man. They got after it.
And on the other side of the ball, I mean, they created turnovers. They were all over the 49ers, man. They just did not. They played suffocating defense. What did I say coming into this game, Corey? The team that wins the line of scrimmage, wins in those trenches, is going to win this football game. And that's, I mean, when you look at the stats, the Eagles only gave up 1 sack. That's it. Against that defensive front from San Francisco, the best defense in the NFL. Everybody was da-da-da-da-da. Nah. The Eagles said not today. Lane Johnson came in there. He balled out. I mean, dude, the Eagles, they look scary good. And they are a complete football team.
Football team, bro. Yes.
They're just.
Shout out to, you know what I love about them? The head coach 2 years ago when he got hired, Nick Sirianni, everybody thought that was a questionable hire. So did I. I didn't even know the dude's name.
Right.
Bro, what he's done in 2 years, got them into the Super Bowl. The way they schemed that San Francisco defense, running the ball weak, making them respect the RPO, right? It's just, man, they got the best O-line in football. They got the most sacks in the league. They got a top 5 defense. The offense is top 5 when Jalen Hurts is on his game. Now, I think he's still hurt. I think there's still something going on with the shoulder because he was off on his touch. He might have been a little rusty because he didn't play for a while. He didn't throw the ball much in Week 18. But all that said, man, if he shows up and he has any kind of passing game that he had all year before he got hurt, if he puts that on display in the Super Bowl, it's going to be a problem, but we'll save that for the preview. But him being healthy is key. Is it not?
No, it definitely is. They're a much different football team whenever they have him in the football game. I mean, it was Micah Parsons earlier in the season was talking trash on him, saying that, is it really Jalen Hurts or is it just a system? Man, give that man his flowers. Give him his kudos. Yeah, he didn't have a great game. And he was off on his touch. But one thing he didn't do, Corey, he didn't turn the football over. He didn't cost his team possessions. You know what I'm saying? And Kenneth Gainwell, where did that dude come from? I mean, that Joker. You see what I mean? They had the way that Philadelphia, they gained 148 yards total on the ground as a team. And the way they split up their carries, I mean, they got Jalen Hurts, Miles Sanders, and Kenneth Gainwell. They just said, here. And then, we're going to throw in a little Boston Scott here, too.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I don't know. He's their goal line back, man. It's just it's like toys. It's like, which toy I want to throw out here now? Let me see.
Hey, and another thing to point out, if Howie Roseman isn't the GM of the year, I don't know who is. I just don't.
Nick Sirianni's not. I don't know.
The coach of the year, as far as that goes, I don't know if they're going to give it to him because I think they're going to look at like Brian Daboll bringing the New York Giants to the playoffs, winning a playoff game. I think those type too. Because the Eagles were more, should I say that it was more expected. There was a lot of people that was calling for this Eagles team to, I don't know necessarily to make the Super Bowl, but
I think halfway through the year,
They were a playoff team. I mean, nobody was giving the New York Giants a shot in hell.
No.
For nothing.
Your boy from Jacksonville, the coach who won previously with the Eagles.
Doug Peterson.
Listen, Doug Peterson.
Doug Peterson.
He's going to be in the running for it.
Yep.
That Jaguars team was awful last year. They get into the playoffs and actually win a playoff game. So there's going to be some candidates, bro.
No, there absolutely is. I mean, if I had to pick one, I'd probably have to give it to Daboll, though. Just because what he did with that New York Giants football team this season to make it to the divisional round after they were down low, man. I mean, they just weren't up there.
I'm going to use your same logic and go Doug Peterson, just if we're making Coach of the Year picks, because he did the same thing. Not as good as record, but he actually won his division, right? And they played in the divisional round, too. They had that huge comeback against the Chargers, so... Before we move on next game and kill this one, we kind of have a little trend, a little sneaky trend we do. We kind of talk about the losing team upcoming next year. Yeah. What are the 49ers, real quick? I want to ask you this. Where do they go from here? Who do you want to see at quarterback? What moves do they need to make? What do you think?
I think Brock Purdy's going to be the quarterback next season. I think what he's done this season, because I don't know if you've heard
I'm with you. No, I'm with you. I thought I was the only one thinking that.
No, you're not. Because I don't know if you've heard, they had a press conference with John Lynch and the head coach Shanahan, and they asked, and they said, I don't see any way that, and that's sneaky right there amongst itself to kind of just point something out here. Whoever gets a Jimmy Garoppolo, think about a team right now that doesn't have a good quality starting quarterback. I mean, Garoppolo gets hurt, man. The Raiders, he gets hurt, but when that Joker plays, I mean, he's been to a Super Bowl already. You know what I'm saying?
NFC Championship last year.
He wins playoff games. I mean, let me ask you this. Dak Prescott or Jimmy Garoppolo?
I'd take Jimmy.
I would too, because you know why? Jimmy G's not going to throw the ball away like Dak Prescott is. But Okay, and then you're going to have Christian McCaffrey coming back. Debo's signed. They got George Kittle coming back. Pretty much, they're going to have pretty much the same football team coming back. I don't think that there's anybody to where they're in risk of losing him to free agency or anything this offseason. So I expect the 49ers to be right there in the thick of things, kind of like what they were this season. You know, they're a good football team. Just because they got blown out by Philadelphia after losing their starting quarterback, I don't downgrade them for that. In Philadelphia,
I don't either. I think you're right. I think if they tweak something here or there, maybe get another DB. I think they're weak at the secondary. If that's even the weakness.
They're damn sure winning the NFC West. That's hands down. Hands down. Yeah. Nobody in the NFC West is even going to compete with them.
I think if Purdy or if Trey Lance even looks somewhat like Purdy with that running ability that Trey Lance has.
I've heard trade rumors about Trey Lance. I've heard him possibly getting traded. Yeah, I have.
Your fingers.
I heard him. He's gone. Get up out of there. Get up out of here. I mean, I hope that this is just some Vikings fans just talking or whatever, but I've seen on Twitter how the Vikings
I was just thinking that. Oh, my gosh.
I don't know. God.
It would be a Jalen Hurts situation because you have Justin Jefferson. You have a top-flight receiver. Trey Lance, they're going to scheme that thing up. So if Trey Lance were the quarterback of the Vikings, bro, with that run threat, it looked very Jalen Hurts-ish. If I could say it that way, it'll look a lot like that if you do it the right way because he's such a run threat. Now, he gets hurt a lot, like we said. That's a problem.
But I'm not trading Danielle Hunter for him, though. That's the rumors. Ooh. That's tough. That's tough. That's tough.
Y'all had the 29th. I think y'all got to 29 or 30.
Hey.
You had a bottom 5 defense with Danielle.
Hey, the defense is getting flipped on its head this offseason. I can promise you that. I don't know who our next defensive coordinator is about to be because that's out there. It's been rumored. I've heard a few people. The guy I want, Brian Flores. That's who I want. I would love for Brian Flores. Yeah. I would love for him to come coach my defense for my Vikings. Absolutely love it.
I wouldn't like it as a Lions fan. I would hate it. Jesus, please don't let that happen.
But to kind of give you a little preview, and then we can go into this next game, just to kind of talk about my Vikings. The players that are going to be gone, Corey, you can book it, unless they take a significant pay cut. You got Eric Kendricks. He's going to be gone. Cap casualty. This is a cap casualty. Harrison Smith might take a pay cut. He could be one of those guys that I see as taking a pay cut in a team-friendly deal to be able to come back and be a Viking. I don't know, though.
When you think Harrison Smith, you think Vikings.
Right. So, I mean, I could see him taking a pay cut and coming back because you know just as well as I do, they can flip that into a signing bonus and restructure your deal to where it's not going to affect the cap. And then also you're going to see Jordan Hicks. He's gone, which I'm fine with that. We got some young linebackers that are going to come up. Zadarius Smith, he could possibly be gone. Patrick Peterson, I don't know if they're going to run it back with him again. I'd like to see them do that on like a veteran minimum type deal or something because Patrick Peterson played pretty solid football, if I'm not mistaken.
PFF had him ranked in the top 6 cornerbacks.
So I mean, hey, he's played a good season. And then I could see Dalvin Cook and Adam Thielen on the offensive side being cap casualties, which if we get rid of Dalvin Cook,
Madison a shot. You could draft a running back. But, I like the running back from Tulane.
But Madison's an unrestricted free agent though too. So he could be somebody that could go out there and get paid. You know, because here's the thing: the Vikings, where they're at right now, they have to pay Justin Jefferson, and they have to pay him well. But I could see Justin Jefferson as being one of those players that doesn't demand top flight money because he's a team first guy and he wants to win. So I think if it was like, oh, do you want to re-sign Christian Darrisaw down the road? Or do you want to do these type of things? I think that he would take less money in order for those type of things to be able to happen. Now, it's not up to Justin Jefferson. It's all about the agent, and we all know they want to get their part of the pie too. So they're going to try to get the most money. Which, do I think Justin Jefferson deserves to be the top paid receiver? I absolutely 100% do. He absolutely does. You disagree?
No, I don't.
I mean,
I'm trying to think of what the highest paid receiver is, if that makes sense. I'm trying to think of.
it's
Devontae.
I think you got like
Adams, right? What is he
Tyreek
making? 25
Hill.
a year?
No, 28, 29.
28,
29. You're talking Tyreek Hill money. You're talking who else?
We're going to have to do a Lions and Vikings off-season move show.
Oh, absolutely.
Anybody who's watching, we're going to be dropping NFL content leading up to the draft, through the summer. Look, this NFL train ain't stopping.
College football too.
College football, yeah. So
we got some recruiting new.
We can go down a rabbit hole right now.
I'm gonna teach my brother over here a little bit about some college football recruiting. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna teach him how that stuff kind of works. So as you said though, going down this rabbit trail, let's jump into this AFC Championship game because honestly, this one was a lot better than the NFC Championship game. This was a football game. I did get a chance to watch this one. We both picked the Bengals in this one, Corey. We should have known better. I mean, Patrick Mahomes, the case is closed as of right now. He is the best quarterback in the NFL, and nobody can argue otherwise with me. You just can't do it.
No,
what he did on a bum ankle with all of his receivers, his top 3 receivers were out. I mean, come on, man. That was nothing short of spectacular. Spectacular performance that he put on.
And you can clearly see his ankle was hurting the way he was running. At some of those plays, he had to roll and he kind of threw off the ankle.
He threw off his left foot too. You see those ones he threw off of his other foot? This dude is ridiculous. He's ridiculous.
Me, it's the arm strength and seeing the defense. The touchdown he threw to Valdez-Scantling where it just beats Mike Hilton's hands. The 4th and 1 throw to Travis Kelce, that touchdown. It was just a great game. And credit the Bengals, man. T. Higgins, he's going to get paid. Somebody's going to give him
Oh, yeah.
Bro.
Oh, yeah.
And the 4th and 6 to Jamar Chase, right, which kept them in the game and got them back to tie. That 4th and 6 throw to Jamar Chase, Jamar Moss and 2 dudes. Oh,
he's a dude.
Man.
He's a dude.
What do you think about all the penalties? What do you think about all this rigged and penalty stuff?
I mean,
because
you
a lot
seen
of
all
people
that.
A lot of people are saying the Chiefs are very fortunate because they got calls.
You see that stuff with Arian Foster lately that's been floating around on Twitter and everything. Arian Foster was actually talking about how the NFL is rigged. I mean, you can speak on this, Corey.
It's not.
You know what I'm saying? That I didn't think that it was. He said that all they would go over in practice is scripts. That's literally what it was. I was like,
don't listen to that, dude. What on how the games like this is WWE? We putting on
man. So what they do? Did they script his ass out of the NFL because Arian Foster fell off a cliff harder than anybody I ever seen? So it's like, dude, stop it. But
he's a weird dude.
The thing, not just the penalties, Corey, but the thing that surprised me in this game, I did not expect Joe Burrow to play this poorly. All that talk that was leading up into the game, they were calling Arrowhead Burrowhead. The mayor of Cincinnati. Yeah. And shout out to Travis Kelce after that game. Did you hear what Travis Kelce said? He said that, know your role. Yeah, shut your mouth, you jabroni.
Damn jabroni. Oh, hell yeah.
I was like, that's awesome. That's awesome. It's absolutely awesome. Hey, look, I mean,
in defense of Joe Burrow, bro, Chris Jones was in his ass the whole game.
He was.
His line could not block, bro. They had 4 sacks in the first half. They were just getting back there at will. I think that had a lot to do with how Joe Burrow played the game. He had the one bad pick. The other one kind of got tipped. That was just a great play by that DB. I thought he played okay. I don't think it was bad. I think if he'd have had some help, like some help from his offensive line, me and you both know if you don't have an offensive line, your quarterback is screwed. It's basically what happened to Patrick Mahomes in the Super Bowl against the Buccaneers. He had no blocking, and he struggled.
But the thing that makes me feel like Joe Burrow was not Joe Burrow, he had 2 drives at the end of this game, Corey, to be able to take the ball down.
Okay. All right. I love you. I'm shooting a show. Where is it? Okay, hurry up. That's my son, man. Go ahead. What are you saying?
It's all good. No, I was just saying Joe Burrow, man. He had 2 drives at the end of this game, Corey, in the fourth quarter that were crucial drives. He threw an interception on one of them, and they didn't do anything on the next drive. It's like those are the type of plays that you have to make in these type of games.
Before the one tipped interception on one of those drives, he hits Jamar Chase in a freaking helmet with the ball on a deep corner out, bro. That would have been like a 35-yard game. You know what I mean? I don't think he got the help that he necessarily needed to. A lot of things, look, for everything playing on the road in Arrowhead against a team that's hungry that you've beaten 3 times, I think he played okay. He didn't do great. I don't think he did as bad as people think he did.
That's fair. No, and he didn't have a run game to speak of. I mean, Joe Mixon got shut down. Samaj P. Run got shut down.
Wrecked that whole game, bro. That dude, number 95, wrecked that whole game for them.
That's what he always does. He always does that when it's playoff time.
Yeah.
Them Kansas City Chiefs, they have players on that defensive side of the football that are just like, oh, it's playoff time. It's playoff.
Yeah.
So
it's not a big deal to them. Yeah.
Because all season long they're like a 20 to 25th ranked defense. Everything else they just do enough to win football games. They're gonna be there at the end of the year. They know that, and they just come to play football and they win the game.
Lights turn on. Bright lights, and they did it with young guys too, man. They were missing their top 3 receivers. All of them got hurt in the game. Kadarius Toney, Smith-Schuster, I forget the other one, Nicole Hardman. Then they're playing 4 guys by the end of the game in the secondary that are all rookies. 2 rookie safeties and 2 rookie corners. And they did that job on Burrow, man. It was a good job by them. It was still a good game. Even as if you say Burrow played bad, with him playing bad, it was still 20-20 in the fourth quarter. And like you said, Burrow had 2 drives to win the game.
All I'm going to say,
if Burrow plays good. Picture if he gets blocking. Picture if he gets hitting. You know what I mean? Like people not dropping balls.
He was supposed to have blocking this year. That was supposed to be this season. They spent a lot of money on that offensive line in the offseason. And it didn't work.
Yeah.
It's the NFL.
Where do you think
everybody
they go
gets
next
hurt.
year?
The Bengals?
How do you feel about them? Yeah. Are they going to be back? What do you think?
They're going to be right there.
They got cap things to do too now. T. Higgins is up. You're going to have to pay Burrow because he's coming in on the last year of his rookie deal, I believe. Jamar Chase, you're going to have to pay him.
Is Joe Mixon going to stay out of – I'm just going to throw a little break. Is he going to stay out of jail?
He probably won't be there, so he probably looked at drafting the running back. They got some big decisions to make. You got to find guys on defense. You got to bring Hendrickson back. Bates, the safety. Mike Hilton, the corner. Do you want to re-sign him? What are you going to do at linebacker? Like, they got some decisions, bro.
Is it fair to say that they might have missed their window? Because in the NFL, it's all about your window and your opportunities. Because how many more years is it till Joe Burrow gets a contract extension? When you have these quarterbacks, especially players like a Joe Burrow, like a Patrick Mahomes, like a Jalen Hurts, those type of guys, when you have them on rookie contracts, you have to capitalize off of that. Because when it comes time to paying that man, he's getting $40 million+, no problem. So
the owner's been dropping hits. He's gonna ask Burrow to take like a little bit of a hometown discount so they can keep some of their guys.
Joe Burrow
insinuating, hey, if we want to keep this together, then some guys will have to sacrifice a little bit.
Joe Burrow's about his bread. He ain't gonna do that. As he should. He shouldn't.
What if it means you get to keep T. Higgins though? What if it means you get to keep T. Higgins and Jamar Chase?
Jamar Chase ain't going nowhere, bro. They can pay Joe Burrow and pay Jamar.
Okay, so what about keeping T. Higgins? Look at that duo, bro.
I mean, it's
You're talking
nice.
about possible top 10, not top 10, top 3 receiver duo in the league, if not the best already.
Ooh, I don't know
T. Higgins is a 1 anywhere else. Is T. Higgins not a 1 anywhere else?
Anywhere?
Anywhere.
A 1?
Already have a 1.
Are you saying a 1?
I'm saying he can be in the class with Devontae,
you lost me.
Tyreek, Stephon Diggs.
No. Yes. I disagree with no. Yes. Me and you are on a totally different wavelength on that. Then
you don't think so?
No.
Oh,
what?
Man.
T. Higgins? Did you just say Devontae Adams, Dick? No, he's not.
He's a tier.
Corey, there's levels to this, and he's a tier.
Telling you.
I can name 10 receivers right now that are better than him.
I'm saying if you make him a 1 somewhere, he can be that good. He can put up those numbers.
But where's he going to be the best receiver on the team? I mean, you're going to go to the Texans?
A lot of places.
You're going to go to Carolina?
He can go to the Jags and re-team up with his college quarterback, Trevor Lawrence. Picture that team. He's instantly the number 1 receiver on that team. He's better than Zay Jones. He's better than Christian Kirk. He's better than Travis Jones. Yeah, teams like that.
Man, you just threw me for a loop on this one. I was not. Bro, T. Higgins.
He's going T. Higgins, huh? Yes.
Okay. Hey.
Are you sleeping on T. Higgins? Is that what
I mean, doing? Hey, it has a lot to do with who the hell's throwing you the football too, Corey. Joe Burrow puts some balls in places where all you got to do is put your hands out there and catch the damn football. That makes a difference. I mean,
I'm just saying, I can see T. Higgins going to like the Cleveland Browns and being the number 1 receiver with Deshaun Watson.
That's another team right there, the Cleveland Browns. They're a team that could be reckoned with next season with the full season with Deshaun getting a full off season. Because Deshaun was rusty. Deshaun was rusty, man. He was. There's no doubt about it. So, which, as much football as he's missed, that's a given. But T. Higgins, okay. I mean, that's okay. And me and you are just going to agree.
It.
No, not at all.
You're not buying it.
If my Vikings didn't have Justin Jefferson and you told me nah, dude, nah. I'm going to take my chances with drafting a receiver in the first round and rolling from there, bro. I'm not. I'm just not that sold on T. Higgins, man. I mean, of course anybody's going to look good when Jamar Chase is getting double and triple teamed every damn play.
Okay.
Come on. I mean, the guy's getting single coverage. Let him go somewhere and be that number 1 guy and get that double bracket coverage. I bet you he ain't putting up those kind of numbers with double coverage. So
I don't know, man. He was covered on the touchdown he caught. The fade route that Burrow threw to him, he had 2 dudes on him. That's double coverage. Mossed them, both.
We'll just agree to disagree on this one, Corey. You ain't going to change my mind on T. Higgins. I'm just not sold.
You ain't change your mind either.
He's good. I'm not. Hey, I'm not saying he's not good. I'm not. He's a good football player. He's a solid receiver. Top 20. He's top 20. I mean, that's fair, isn't it? Top 20?
Yeah, no. It's coming. It's coming. Just trust me.
Okay. We'll see. I'll sit back and see on that one. So,
all right.
You got anything else on these?
No, that's it, man.
Man, that's it for y'all. We gonna hit y'all with another show next week. Stay tuned. We'll probably do that like Thursday night. It'll drop Friday morning. Super Bowl preview. So you are gonna be hearing about the Super Bowl from us. We just didn't want to do it all in this one show because they do have a 2-week lapse until they actually play the game. So, as always, this is the House Divided. That's my guy Corey over there. This B Hill right here. Do us that favor, guys. Hop down there in those comment boxes. Leave your comments. We don't care. Good, bad, right, wrong, and different. Y'all already know the drill. Also, become a part of our family. Hit that subscribe button. Help this channel grow. We would love all the support and everything. And also, if you liked what you seen, hit that thumbs up bell. That's going to help with the algorithm. Get us out there on those platforms. Until next time, Corey, we'll holler at you, man. Peace out.
Peace.